Hi guys, Starla Moore here with the Handmade Alphas, and today I want to talk to you about SEO. Yay! Everybody's favorite topic, right? Alright, so today what I want to show you, for one, is why guessing your keywords is never, ever, ever a good idea, and what you should be doing instead. Now, I want to throw out a quick disclaimer that Renee Christine is going to be having a massive SEO webinar coming up in October. So if you want to register for that, I believe that all you need to do is make sure that you're on her email list by hopping on to cupcaketrainings.com and signing up for literally anything on that page. And I think that right when you get on there, there's a sign up box that you can get your email in there. That way you get the invite for this awesome webinar that's coming up, which will help so much more. But for now, what we're going to do is kind of give you an idea of what SEO is and why what you're doing right now might not be working, okay? So if you are pretty much an SEO expert, this is not the video for you. You can click off of it and move on to other videos from my channel. But if SEO is kind of uncharted territory for you, or maybe you don't even know what SEO is, then this is definitely a great video for you. Okay, so getting started, we're going to talk about the obvious. What is SEO? Well, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, basically, SEO is the billboards that are going to point people in the direction of your shop. And what SEO does is it puts your product higher up in a search result. So say that you sell cotton candy scented candles, okay? If you're on Etsy and you search for cotton candy scented candles, good shops with good SEO are going to show up on page 1 of Etsy because they have great SEO. But if you find yourself all the way back on page 56 of the search for cotton candy candles, then your SEO probably isn't that great. So our goal is to get as high up on the pages as we can. So starting out, we're going to talk about, of course, Etsy SEO. That's why we're all here. I am not a Google SEO expert, but I think I'm pretty decent when it comes to Etsy SEO. And if you guys need an example, let me pull up my Etsy shop real quick. So on Etsy, I'm going to search for skeleton key necklace. And we have 7,308 results. But if you scroll down, one of my best-selling products is right here. So I am right on front and center page 1 for skeleton key necklace. Now, this is what I want for you guys, okay? So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. You have to be able to pick keywords that people are actually searching. And if you're guessing, you could be off by one letter and it make all the difference. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, there are two websites that Renee Christine and I highly recommend. The first is SEO Book. Now, one thing I will say is if you're not already a member, I believe that they were doing some updating and they weren't allowing new people to join, but that might be taken care of now. When you go to join SEObook.com, maybe just let me know in the comments if it didn't work, if you weren't able to sign up, but I believe that you're now able to sign up just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and log in, and obviously if it doesn't work, let me know in the comments so I can keep you guys posted as to when they're done with their site maintenance. And then from there, we can obviously, I can work on more videos if need be. Okay, so I am now logged in. From your login, if you're able to log in, what you're going to want to do is hover over tools, and you're going to go to the keyword tool. And you're going to type in a keyword, which, don't just type in one word, okay? You're more likely to be searched if you use a long tail keyword, which is a kind of a small phrase or 2 or 3 words that describe your product. Like instead of key, I would put skeleton key necklace. Instead of bath bomb, I might put in cupcake bath bomb. So you want to go for longer, but you also want to make sure that people are actually searching the term that you're looking for. So now that we're on the keyword tool page, what we're going to do is enter keywords that you would put in your titles, in your actual listing description, and in your tags. So with the holidays in mind, let's just kind of think of something generic that someone might put in their title for the holidays. How about Christmas gift? Because I see that a lot. People say Christmas gift or Christmas gift idea. Ooh. So we'll just do Christmas gift and let's see how oversaturated that is. Yeah, Christmas gift ideas. Wow, that is too many searches. That means that you are going to be competing with so many other shops. So what I recommend is try to find words that are above 1,000 monthly searches, maybe even 500 to 800 if you're just kind of starting out or if your market is really niche. But try to aim for below 4,000 searches or 5,000 searches, because at that point, it's really, really hard to be competitive. And there are so many shops that are already using that word that it might be harder for you to rank for it. So let's just go through. We searched Christmas gift, and obviously these all have a lot of monthly searches. So these would not be ideal to use, but this, Christmas gifts for boyfriend, though there are 13,000 monthly searches, I would say that because it's such a long tail keyword with 4 search terms, this one might be okay to use as a secondary term in your titles. So going back through Christmas gifts for dad, unique Christmas gifts for men, cheap Christmas gifts. I would never use the word cheap Christmas gifts, honestly, because it makes you seem like your products are cheap. Christmas gift I wouldn't use because there are only 2 words. You want to aim for 3 words or more. It just kind of helps you to rank a little bit better because you're not thrown into the millions of people who just use Christmas gift as their keyword. Last minute Christmas gifts. That's a great one, and that's 4 words. And look at those searches. That is a perfect area to be in. Christmas gift ideas for mom. That could be another good one with 4 words. That's perfect. Good Christmas gifts. That one seems a little saturated at 9,000, but you might be able to pull it off. Handmade Christmas gifts. That one's not too bad. Now, this one is Best Christmas Gifts 2014, but, this site doesn't really update super quickly, so I would say that maybe you could use 2017. That might work too. Christmas gifts for coworkers. That's a cool one. That's a really niche thing to use, so that would be another really great one. Homemade Christmas gift ideas. This, to me, I think that this is more like people trying to think of DIY things to make for their family members. So that one might not be the best because I think that that's going to be more for people who are searching for things that they can make. Christmas gifts for her. That's another great one. Christmas gift ideas for men. There's a good one. Christmas gift ideas for boyfriend. Another great one. Christmas gift ideas for wife. Christmas gift ideas for girlfriend. These are all really great ideas that you can plug right in to your titles, your description, and your tags. But make sure that when you're doing this, you're actually entering them into those areas. A lot of people ask me, well, how do I do that in my tags? And I'm going to show you real quick. That way you have an idea of what you should be doing when these words are too long to fit in your tags. I know that can be a pain because it only allows you to do 20 characters at a time. So let me show you real quick. Okay, so I have a listing page up. This is just going to be a practice listing, but let's say that we are doing we'll say that we're doing cupcake soap. Now, you don't want to make your first keyword the first thing that they see in the title. You really, if you can get keywords in here, that's fine. There aren't a lot of great keywords for cupcake soap. So I'm just going to keep it short, cupcake soap. And then you can use commas, or I prefer to use the dashes or slashes because I feel like it just makes it look a little bit cleaner. But next, as long as you can either keep this short or put a keyword in here, you're fine. Next, we're going to be using our big boys. We're going to pull out the big guns with some of these awesome keywords that we found. So remember, we're going to try to stick to under 5,000, but above 500. So let's look. What did I see? I saw a really good one. Christmas gifts for wife. That's a great one. So we'll go ahead and use this one. I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to plug it in right here. Fancy it up a little bit with some decent grammar and punctuation. And then you can add, you know, a bunch more behind it. Like, just pick and choose which ones you want to use, blah, blah, blah. But after you have this filled out, what I next recommend you doing to start is copy this whole thing. Make sure you're also filling out all of this information. I recommend pasting it right smack dab here, right up top, putting in a space, and then going into your description. So that way you've got your whole title up top. That way you can make sure that you're using consistent keywords in your title and your description, and then you move on to writing the description. This yummy cupcake soap will make your bath yummy-licious. Please don't ever use that as an example. That's just place saver, but you get the idea. You put in your description afterwards, and then you try to use these same keywords here. So this yummy cupcake soap, and tops the list of best Christmas gifts for, we'll say wife. See, now you just want to try to keep these, put these down here. Like, that's all there is to it. And you want to do it without it sounding like super weird. Obviously, this kind of sounds weird, but you can get more fluent with it. And it does take practice to make sure that these sound natural and not so awkward. This yummy cupcake soap will make your bath yummy-licious and tops the list of best Christmas gifts for wife. You can find better ways to insert these keywords into here, but just try to make it sound natural and get as many of them in there as possible and try to use them frequently. All right, so let's talk about tags, which is ultimately why I wanted to do this. We're going to, oh, here we go. So for tags, you know, we can fit up to 20. So we can do, so cupcake soap fits. That's fine. I don't recommend doing cupcake and then entering soap, you know, keep them together. But next, let's do Christmas gifts for wife. I think that that's too long. Let's see, Christmas gifts for wife. And if we hit enter, oh, you can't enter more than 20 characters. So what we do is we just enter Christmas gifts and then right afterwards for wife. Keep them together. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind, but okay, so here's something else that you can do. So for example, we have Christmas gifts for wife and Christmas gifts for girlfriend, but we can't reuse Christmas gifts. So what we'll do is we will do Christmas and then we'll do gifts for girlfriend. Bam. See, that's how you can keep them together. So experiment with it. Just try to keep everything together and keep them, you know, in the same order that you have them up here, and try to keep your most relevant keywords towards the front of this title. So if we want the primary focus to be Christmas gifts for a wife, we would put it here. Typically, you want your keywords to be right as the first thing that you see in the title, but I will admit it won't look very good to just have Christmas gifts for wife as your thing when you've got a picture of soap up here. You want to tell them what it is. So I would definitely try to get some keywords in there. Cupcake soap. Let's look at here and see what cupcake. Oh, it looks like I've searched this before. Cupcake soap. See, it doesn't have that many searches, but it's still good to have what it is. Just try to keep it short. So for me, for example, Dragon Lovers set is the name of the product. And obviously I'm not going to get a whole lot of SEO brownies for that. We'll just search it. See, I don't even have any results for that. Nobody's searching it. But couples necklace set being my second word right there, my second keyword, we'll search that and it has 656 searches. And then that actually is lower than it used to be, but I'm still showing up on page 1, so that's all that matters. And then his and hers necklace set, 1,778 searches. Best friends necklace, skeleton key necklace, key to my heart necklace. So these are the ones that count right here. And I will go ahead and point out that though couples necklace set isn't as searched, I want to definitely let you guys know that this is my best seller. So it shows up on page 1 for multiple search results, and mainly that's because I've sold so many of them. You have a really awesome advantage once you've made the same repetitious sales on a single listing and it keeps selling over and over and over again. Rather than making a new listing to put that item back in your shop, keeping it in stock or renewing that listing and reposting it to ensure that you're not just copying the listing, you're actually taking the same listing and putting it back up. And that will rank you higher because Etsy identifies that people are buying this and people like it. And you know, it's not proven, but a lot of people say that having good reviews on a product that you have will actually increase the SEO brownies for that product. And I have all 5 stars on that product. So that might play some contribution, but I'm not going to confirm or deny that because I don't know from experience. But all right, guys, now that you have an idea of how to use SEO Book, just in case, because I know that for a while they weren't accepting new memberships. If that's the case, I have one more tool for you, and that is called SERPscom. Don't be intimidated when you hop on here. It says view pricing. You do not have to pay for this website. You do not need to sign up for a free trial. All you need to do is go into tools, and we're going to go into the keyword research database. Now we are going to make a search. What were we searching? Christmas gifts? We'll do Christmas gifts for wife. That was a good one. We already know that was a good one, but we're going to pretend that we don't know. Now, what this site does is it gives you more suggestions based on what you've put in here. So we have Christmas gifts for a wife, but we also have gifts for a wife Christmas, which apparently is searched 1,300 times, so we can't discredit this. It has decent searches. Great Christmas gifts for a wife. Christmas gifts for my wife. Christmas gifts for pregnant wife. So you can kind of compare. Now, guys, when it comes to these SEO tools, they're going to vary. Your results are going to vary between them because there is no black and white answer as to how many people are searching, you know, these things on a day. These are the closest that you can get to accurate. So if they are showing that there is a decent search volume, it's usually a safe bet that if they're searching these words on Google, they're searching them on Etsy too when it comes to, you know, products. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. SERPs.com is the other recommendation that I have, and it's a little bit harder to navigate. You don't get quite as many results and keywords, but I definitely recommend maybe, you know, if SEO Book isn't working or if you want to bounce between the two. I personally use both. I like to double check my keywords, and SERPs tends to be more accurate, but I noticed that SEO Book tends to give you more results. So that's why I like to use both. But just starting out, if you're not an SEO expert, just start on SEO Book if possible, and if not, move on to SERPs. Okay, guys, I hope this has put you off to a decent start when it comes to SEO. Trust me, I understand it is overwhelming, and it took me years to master my own SEO. It might take you years too, but one thing I will say is if you are using a proven system rather than just guessing what people are searching, you are far better off. Like I said, the difference between something being plural and not plural can completely change the search for your product. So definitely begin researching your keywords. Keep a journal or a notebook of keywords that you want to use over and over again. I recommend just writing them down. That way you don't have to look them up every single time, and you can keep using the same keywords to keep that consistent theme and build, you know, a almost reputation for being known for whatever that may be. For me, it's skeleton key necklaces. For you, it may be soap. Use the same keywords over and over again, and you are likely to rank higher as long as you are renewing your listings and keeping products that are best sellers in stock, okay? All right, guys, I hope this helped. Next up, I'm going to give you a quick little extra at the end of this video for a review I'm going to do of a product I received from an awesome Etsy shop. And guys, I want to point out that I am not accepting products for review. I am not giving my address for review, not until I have a PO box. So I hope you guys understand that if I buy a product and I do like a little mini review at the end of a video, it is because I actually purchased that product for myself. I'm just not really comfortable with giving out my address until I get a PO box set up, because it is my personal address and that's just not safe in this day and age. So thank you for being understanding. It's not that I don't trust you guys, but you know how the state of the world is today. So enjoy this super little quick product review that I did for Primitive Riches, an awesome Etsy shop that I hope you will take a moment to check out after this video ends. Oh, and super quick, guys, one thing that I started yesterday is an official Handmade Alpha Facebook group. You guys can finally hang out with the other alphas. You can chat. You can help each other. Now, keep in mind, I cannot be in there every single day answering questions. You know, that's not the purpose of the group. I made it so you guys can reflect on what I teach and help each other. I want this to truly be a community where you guys can help each other and rely on each other. Now, this is not going to be one of those normal Etsy groups where people just kind of play guessing games and I don't know if this works. Does this work? I don't know. Like, that's not what this group is about, okay? We want to focus on facts and helping each other. We want to focus on what works and not the guessing games. So that is going to be linked below if you want to join. There are only 2 rules to the group, which are, number 1, there is no advertising. This isn't going to be a place where you can post your products or your sales. Make sure that you are keeping it very educational focused and helpful to your fellow alphas. And number 2, there will be no bullying. It is going to be a drama-free zone. So those are the only 2 rules. I will be popping in the group frequently to do Q&As. I think I'm going to be holding some awesome giveaways for books over there. Definitely feel free to join if you want to get in on that awesomeness. Hey alphas, so I'm going to be opening, well, I already opened it, but I'm going to be unwrapping a package that I received this week from Primitive Riches on Etsy, and this is one of our alphas who, she has had a pendant that I have been dying to get. You guys probably already have realized that I really like wolves, and she makes these beautiful beaded bracelets, earrings, and pendants, and there was one that just spoke to me, so I haven't opened it yet, though it arrived yesterday. So I wanted to make sure that I actually had an opportunity to open it on camera. She has began packaging her product, which is super cute, and her branding colors are blue and green, and she is translating that to her packaging, which is perfect. There is even a blue lollipop. So it looks like she has been using some of my advice from the holiday webinar, if you guys had a chance to go to that. She has her business card, which I'll be sure to link her shop in the description for you guys. See, you know what? I package thousands of products in, you know, like this, and I don't think I've ever actually opened a product that is gift wrapped, so it's very exciting. Open sesame. Okay. Looks like she's using a very similar wrapping style that I am. Kudos to you. Let's see. Oh, I can see it already. I can see it. And there it is. I love it. She has her, here, I'll show you. So she has her business card in there too, which is awesome. It's always great to put 2 in case, you know, your customer wants to gift or give one to a friend, especially if, like, I was buying this for a gift. I would want to keep one for myself, but then I'd want to give my you know, recipient one of the cards too. So that's just another tip. I love it. Check that out. I'll be sure to show you guys a better video here in a few minutes of it, but I love it. Each individual bead she has created into this awesome pattern. So I'm going to be taking off my key. By the way, guys, I keep getting asked about my actual Etsy shop. It is always linked down below, and as well as my Etsy shop. On this particular video, I will be linking her Etsy shop. So overall, awesome execution, awesome product. I know that this particular alpha was a little bit worried because she wasn't making the sales that she wanted to make at that time. So I've been helping her. But, you know, guys, when you're not making sales, don't ever assume that it's like, you know, you've got a bad product. Don't take it personally. Most of the time when you're not making sales, it's not the product itself, because she obviously put so much work into her jewelry. It is beautiful. So if it's not the jewelry, we have to think about the other things that could be affecting sales, which are usually your marketing and your sales funnel. So those are all things that we cover in my videos. Be sure to go back and watch some of them if you haven't ever experienced the amazingness that is my channel. I have tons of free resources for you guys, and I'm constantly adding new videos every single week. All right, guys, this has been amazing. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking around for this review. I will be showing you guys a quick little video to showcase this beautiful pendant, and other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.